What if your last text message, voicemail, or letter became the only clue to your mysterious disappearance? Across history, countless people have vanished without a trace, but some left behind eerie, cryptic, or downright chilling final communications. These aren't just random notes. They're bone-chilling breadcrumbs that often raise more questions than answers. Were they warnings? Cries for help? Or something even darker? Today, we're diving into the top 10 haunting messages sent before disappearances, cases where the final word sent shivers down investigators' spines and left families desperate for closure. Disappearances are unsettling enough on their own, but when the missing leave behind the final message, the mystery takes on a whole new layer of dread. Sometimes, these communications hint at danger. Other times, they seem perfectly normal, until you realize they were the last thing someone ever said. From vanished hikers to missing flight crews, these messages often become the focal point of investigations, sparking theories about foul play, supernatural forces, or even government cover-ups. What makes these cases so compelling isn't just the mystery, it's the psychology behind them. Why did these people say what they did? Were they aware of the danger, or was it just a tragic coincidence? And most importantly, could these messages hold the key to solving the disappearances? Buckle up. These aren't just stories, they're real-life puzzles that remain unsolved to this day. Number 10. The death of Elisa Lam Cecil Hotel elevator footage. In 2013, 21-year-old Elisa Lam was found dead in a water tank atop the Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles. Before her death, she left behind bizarre, edited elevator footage showing her behaving erratically, hiding, pressing buttons randomly, and seemingly speaking to someone unseen. Her final blog post also hinted at paranoia and mental distress, but the circumstances of her death and how she accessed the locked tank remain unexplained. Number 9. The disappearance of Brandon Lawson, the 911 call. In 2013, Brandon Lawson vanished after making a frantic 911 call from a remote Texas roadside. His garbled, panicked words, "I'm in a field, guys. I ran into them. Oh God, I'm bleeding," were the last trace of him. Despite searches, no body or evidence was ever found. Was he hallucinating, running from someone, or did he stumble upon something he wasn't supposed to see? Number 8. The last words of Flight 447, stall, stall, stall. In 2009, Air France Flight 447 crashed into the Atlantic, killing 228 people. The final message from the cockpit recorder was the co-pilot screaming, "Stall, stall, stall," as the plane plummeted. The chilling detail: the pilots never understood what went wrong, and the wreckage took years to recover, raising questions about whether they were fighting an unseen force. Number 7. The mysterious note of Tammy Bellinger. In 1984, 8-year-old Tammy Bellinger vanished on her way to school. The last sighting of her was by classmates who saw her talking to a man near a car. Later, a disturbing note was found in her desk. "I love you, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry." Was it written under duress? Or was it a strange coincidence? Her case remains unsolved. Number 6. The final text of Brandon Swanson, "Oh shit." In 2008, 19-year-old Brandon Swanson called his parents after crashing his car, telling them he could see lights in the distance. His last words before the line cut off, "Oh shit." His phone was found days later near a river, but his body was never recovered. Did he fall? Was he attacked? That final exclamation is the only clue. Number 5. The last broadcast of the MV Joita, "We are not drowning." In 1955, the merchant ship MV Joita was found adrift in the South Pacific, completely abandoned. The last radio transmission was the captain saying, "We are not drowning." No lifeboats were missing, and personal belongings were left behind. What happened? Mutiny? A sudden evacuation? The truth was lost at sea. Number 4. The final letter of the Sauter children. In 1945, a fire destroyed the Sauter family home, supposedly killing 5 children, but no remains were found. Years later, the father received an anonymous letter with a photo claiming to show one of the missing kids, along with the message, "They are alive." We cannot explain. Were the children kidnapped? Was the fire cover-up? The 1945 Sauter children disappearance took a bizarre turn when the family received an anonymous letter years later. After their West Virginia home mysteriously burned on Christmas Eve, with no remains found, the parents got a photo in 1968 of a man resembling their son Louis, accompanied by a cryptic note, "They are alive." We cannot explain. The letter's eerie message and untraceable origins fueled theories the children were kidnapped, especially since the fire showed suspicious elements like cut power lines and no skeletal evidence. This cruel communication offered no answers, only deepening the mystery of whether 5 children truly perished or were taken. Number 3. The last words of the Diet Loft Pass hikers. We are freezing. In 1959, 9 hikers died mysteriously in Russia's Ural Mountains. Their final diary entry read, "We are freezing. We may not survive." But what followed was even stranger. Tents ripped open from the inside, bodies found with missing eyes and tongues, and radiation traces. Were they running from something? The Diet Loft Pass incident remains one of history's most chilling mysteries. In February 1959, 9 experienced Russian hikers fled their tent in sub-zero temperatures, leaving behind a final diary entry, "We are freezing. We may not survive." Their bodies were later found scattered across the mountain, some with horrific injuries, fractured skulls, missing eyes, and radioactive traces. The tent had been slashed open from inside, as if they'd fled in terror. While theories range from avalanches to secret military tests, the hikers' final words suggest they faced something beyond mere cold, a threat so terrifying they chose certain freezing over whatever drove them into the night. Number 2. The final voicemail of Mora Murray. My sister. The 2004 disappearance of 21-year-old Mora Murray took a haunting turn with her final voicemail. After crashing her car on a remote New Hampshire road, the UMass nursing student left a strange message for her boyfriend saying only "my sister," before abruptly cutting off. This cryptic 2-word fragment became investigators' biggest clue, as Mora vanished without trace minutes later. Some believe she was referencing her sister Kathleen's recent breakdown, while others theorized she spotted someone approaching. The voicemail's abrupt end and lack of context have fueled decades of speculation. Was it a panic warning, a broken confession, or the last words of a young woman in mortal danger? Number 1. The last transmission of the SS Orang Medan, all officers dead. I die. In 1947, a distress call from the Dutch ship SS Orang Medan echoed, "All officers dead. I die." When rescuers arrived, the crew was found frozen in terror, faces twisted in fear, with no visible injuries. The ship then mysteriously exploded. Was it a chemical leak? A paranormal event? No one knows. These messages are more than just final words, they're fragments of stories that ended too soon, leaving behind haunting questions. Were they warnings? Coincidences? Or did these people sense something we'll never understand? If you found this video chilling, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications because we dive deep into the world's greatest unsolved mysteries. And let us know in the comments, which of these final messages disturbed you the most? Thanks for watching, and remember, not all disappearances stay silent. Some leave echoes behind.